Good morning and welcome to International Kingdom University. Um, Today, I would like to introduce to you an amazing man of God who is an amazing wealth builder. His name is Dr. Elvis Paisley. He's blessings, he's prosperous, his circle of influence is amazing. He's a positive motivational speaker. He has a team of great individuals that he gleam upon, and also he mentor and he tutor. tutor. Dr. Elvis, and his multi-talented individual. He's very successful enterprise entrepreneur, and also he's a amazing husband, a father, and also he's a son. And he cares for his mother. He's 2 decades of entrepreneurship. He's helped millions of people all around the world become financially independent. Dr. Elvis' mission is to help motivate and inspire people to become successful around the globe. His vision is he creates multi-level marketing systems with 6 to 7 figures earning year to year. And also he take people out of their financial burdens, in which a lot of people are in today, and he place them on a platform where they can be financially independent. I would like to introduce and welcome to the platform none other than Dr. Elvis Paisley. Good morning. How are you? Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, hold on. I think there's a muting situation going on here. Let's, let's see. Hold on. Let's get this unmuted. Ask unmute. Okay. Wait, no, it's not. Let me unmute. That's interesting. There you go.
No, we're there. Yeah, we're good now.
We're good now. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. You know,
Wonderful. I
ha-
just gave you an amazing introduction. We always talk about, a lot of wealth builders are out there and they're giving wisdom and strategies for us in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. But, it's a different thing to have a man of integrity like yourself to come out here and say, look, I don't have just a product to tell you what to do. I'm actually implementing what I'm saying. You're a doer of the word, you're not just a hearer. So you're out there, you've gone global around the world and making wealth building happen, not just for you and your family and your legacy, but the legacy of others. Tell us your secret. What is the secret to your success? Why are you so different than the other wealth builders? Because there are a lot of them out there. There's some that's scanning, they're presenting the product, and they're using the people just to continue to remain wealthy, but they're not really helping people become independent, like you're saying, and building the wealth of their family. So what is your secret?
well, my secret number one is inspiration from God, God Almighty. That's the first thing. Okay, and uh, God is using me as a vessel, as an angel, as one of His soldiers. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm connected to God. From four corners of the earth. You have to be connected to God. We have to acknowledge God, and that's what I do 7 days a week, because God is very, jealous. And if you don't admire God, He's going to get mad with you. So that's what I do, right? And based on my upbringing, I'm always a giver, always a giver. I'm an organic person, I love people and I love to help. And when I say I love people, sometimes you show love but you don't get love back, but I keep on loving because I'm doing God's work. Okay, so let me give you a little bit about myself. My name is Dr. Elvis Paisley, and Dr. Bentley, thank you for having me here. you
You're
know
welcome.
um I'm connected, to people all over the world. I'm talking about from Africa, from England, all over the world. A lot of clients and stuff for many years, but my repetition is clean, right? I'm the truth. I speak the truth. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. And there's no selling or convincing. I don't do that. I don't sell or convince. I will give you the information, right? So let me give you the definition. of the word poor. The word poor came from slavery. Nobody on this earth is poor, okay? It came out of slavery. And the reason why I told you that is, I mentioned that is the wealthy, what they do, they spend time and they seek the information. That's what they do. All right, they don't spend time in front of a TV. They don't spend time on the social media trying to follow other what people are doing, right? They walk in their destiny and they find the information. And that's what I do, is look for the information. And once you get the information now, you give people the information, but you don't have to sell and convince anybody, because it's always going to be the final decision before you try to take people money out of their pocket. You know, you give them information and that's it. So let me talk about four corners of the earth. And my favorite number is number 4 and number 12. As a youngster, my dad passed on when I was 4. You know, I came from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica, you know, in my grandma's house in St. Mary. And I came in America when I was age of 13. And I came here, and my mom, she's a single parent, right? But I never, 2 S's, what I say for parents is the S and S, capital S, stress and smile. Always keep my mom smiling, okay? So God bless me tremendously, you know, and I'm a family man. I got 2 kids. My son is 20, my daughter 13, and I instill those same values into my kids, all right? So again, 4 corners of the earth, be connected with God. God first. I'm going to start with God first because I love God. You have to be aligned with God. It's just like the tires on your cars. If you don't align your car tire, your car is going to pull to the left, it's going to pull to the right, correct? So you have to align yourself with God. Stay connected with God. And from 4 corners of the earth, 4 ways you stay connected with God. And number 1 is spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Let me repeat that. Spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? Your spirit got to be right. Your physical got to be right. Your mental got to be right. You got to have a strong mindset. And emotionally, your emotion got to be right. You don't want to mix emotion with business. Or sometimes you're doing business, somebody could tell that you're a scammer. You're going to rip them off because you're so, you know, you're so antsy. You just want to get the money out of their pocket, get their credit cards out.
Tight, yes.
So you have to know how to just to keep your stuff separate. So that's what I do, is stay connected with God. The second thing is, you know, I ask God to give me multiple visions. And multiple visions, you want to manifest your vision and bring your vision into existence, reality. That's what you have to do. The third thing is, you have to ask God to show you the definition of your need and your want. The reason why people these days are wasting so much money, because guess what happened? It's too much. You want to have 6, 7 cars. You have 1 car. If you have a second car per person, that means the second car is a want. Okay? If you have 1 pair of shoe, you have a second pair of shoe, the second pair is a want. Right? So the definition is what you need. You need to have a home over your head, right? Again, the third thing is, what I ask God for is what? The definition, I mentioned the definition of need and the want. The third thing is, I ask Him for is just so I stay connected to God from 4 corners of the earth. And when you pray to God, you ask God to you invite prosperity in your life from all 4 corners of the earth. So when I pray to God, you know, I say, God, prosperity, you're more than welcome in my life from the east side of the earth, the west side, the north side, and the south side of the earth. And you invite prosperity in your life, and you say, I decree and declare prosperity in my life, my business, and my family life. You have to also bless your family, because what it says, if one person in the family endorse God, He's going to bless the whole entire family. And that's a true fact. But definitely, you have to endorse God, you know, and give God time of day, right? So again, thank you for having me, your doctor. And I'm going to go into right now we're in a time of, like, people are living, they're fearless right now. Everybody's losing their jobs, people are losing their life. You know, we have a pandemic here. We just went through a session where, you know, it was racist tension in the country. You know, then it go worldwide. Don't get panicked. Okay, stay focused, be humble, be grateful, and tune into God 7 days a week. All right, stay focused and stay humble, because when something go down, it have to come up. Anything go down will come back up. And I'm telling you, this world economy is going to come back. And when it come back, it's going to be good times again. All right, it's going to be good times again. So I'm encouraging everyone that's listening right now, please just be humble, calm down, take a chill pill, and I'm telling you, stay focused, take care of your family, take care of your friends, and we're going to be good again. Now is not the time for weakness. Now is the time for strength. Now is not the time for you to sit down and cry. Now is the time for you to be nice to your neighbors, work together as a team so we can all emerge out of the situation that we're in. And don't
Yes.
question God why this is happening, because this should happen. This should happen. Okay? But we're going to get out of it, and we're going to have better days coming.
Yeah.
All
Let
right?
me ask you, let me
Now,
ask you a question, Dr. Elvis. There
go
are
ahead, Doc.
you have multi businesses and multi opportunities for people right now. You're an artist, you do your own music, you trade, you're in another company that actually give you full benefits. Tell us I think there's about 6 or 7 businesses that you have. Tell them what you're doing now to build the wealth around yourself and other families.
Yes, what I'm doing now, I'm a professional Forex trader, foreign currency exchange trader. I've been doing that since 2015. I got my own company. It's called the Forex Credit Music King. So what I do, we have 2 companies with my partner. I have a company of myself, and I have a second company. What simple, I'm a professional trader. So what I do, I will definitely send a signal out through Telegram, and people make a lot of money all over the world. We're connected with people in South Africa, England, all over the world. The second group right now is over 5,000 people is in the group all over the world. And we're feeding families every day. So I break it down where it's easy to make money during the daytime, right? So again, compare Forex with your bank. The Forex market is a $6.8 trillion a day business. A $6.8 trillion a day business, right? Open Sunday and close at Friday. It runs 24 hours. It's the big market, the biggest institution on God planet right now. And then you have the stock market, which is second, and the cryptocurrency market, which is third. I'm doing all those markets. I have the real estate market out there. You don't even have to buy no physical real estate. Now what you could do, you could build portfolios and make money off real estate, passive income off real estate. So there's a lot of different ways how to make money. But what we do, we're connecting with families all over the world, and we're giving them the information, and we're putting them in the right place so they could do the investment. We're not talking about savings here, because you're saving money in the bank. Savings is what we call dead money in the bank these days. And even the banks are looking for a way out themselves right now, because everybody is struggling. So what we do here is most definitely we help families with their financial situation,
Let
right?
me ask you a question. Robert Kiyosaki. I was, listening to one of his you know school teachings on his newsletters, right? And he's mentioned that a lot of people do invest in the trades. We invest in stocks, and we also invest in real estate, because he was helping people get started as well in this time of pandemic. And so what he suggested also is to purchase CVS stores, like pharmacy stores. And I noticed that a lot of people don't go to that level, because he says the pharmacy stores can actually finance your wealth with all your apartments, the duplex homes that you may provide as well. So what is your take on that? Buying CVS, because that was the first time I ever heard that from Robert Kiyosaki, of purchasing the CVS. And I noticed there's a hair store. They're purchasing all the Walgreens, but they're not utilizing it into pharmaceutical. But he said that pharmaceutical is going to be one of the greatest investments that you can ever have in this in this time and in this era. What do you think about that?
Okay, now it's a great time. It's the best time right now because if anyone got Cash App, if you have the Cash App is a big platform right now. Is one of the best platform where you could purchase stock yourself. And majority of companies, they're going public with their stocks. They're not private anymore. So now is a perfect time for people to actually invest $50, $20. You could own any stock you want. You could own a Walmart stock. You could own BJ's, Starbucks. You know, now in another couple of weeks, Airbnb is going to go public as well. They're going to go public. You could own JetBlue stocks, American Airlines stocks, name it. The industry is open to everybody. So remember, you're buying shares in those companies. So if you're buying one share or two share, you could own as much share as possible. And there's multiple ways of making money from stocks. You buy the cheap stocks, you hold on to it for long term, or you could buy stocks at a high price and you make a lot of dividends off those stocks as well. You know, dividends in return. You could get dividends on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, but it's a lot of money out there to be generated when it comes down to the stock market. And the stock market, let me break it down. You have the banking finance part of it. You have the energy. You have the ETF. The ETF, you have the food and drinks. You have the health. You have the media, entertainment, shopping. You have sports and entertainment, technology stocks, especially technology. You have the 5G came around. Technology is going to take off big time. So you could invest a lot of money in those areas as well. And the stocks are cheap. Most of the stocks, you know, they're less than $100. Less than $100. So if you buy them and hold them for at least 2 to 5 years, you're gonna make a lot of money. A lot of money. Transportation stock, tourism stocks. You could be in all those industries, you know, building portfolios. You don't have to be on the platform, trading the platform. You don't have to have no knowledge about it. Okay? You have to have no knowledge. You have a lot of platforms out there. You have TD America Trade. You have Cash App. A lot of platforms out there. So a lot of these companies, they're going public now with the stocks. Okay?
Mhm. Okay, I also have a question, and this is on the spiritual note. Robert Breaker, I was listening to a video that he had, and he was basically, he's talking and teaching on the end times and the geographic of the timelines of God. And he was saying that we're being groomed and coached into this. Also, I mean, he took it from not just the vaccination with the Jumpstart, you know, Project Jumpstart by Jay Walker. He's also saying that they're taking that vaccination and this COVID-19 epidemic, and they're transforming us where we're going to change the DNA. They want to change the DNA of God's natural order to an RNA where it's actually in your body, in your hand, with the tracking system and the crypto system where people will buy, sell. And we do know that the Bible talks about that in Revelation 13:22, and you know, about the sign of the beast and things like that. But he's saying that all of this is coming down to where they want the human body to be like a cryptocurrency, you know, and where you're able, on your right hand, you're able to put the little chip in there. And in Sweden and in Michigan, a lot of places, they've already adopted this as a law. So in grooming and teaching people for all of these decades and years, in that how you, as a man of God, when it gets to that point where people literally have to put that system in their hand or their forehead because it's already here. If you look at Illinois Mute, he already has a school that he's doing technology where he has trucks driving themselves and stuff that we one day we vision, but it's already here. It's already happening in certain parts of the world. So what do you do now that you're taking this system? I think you're taking it back from the enemy, you know, because I believe that God's original thought is to do what you're doing, you know, being a man of God about it and praying and seeking the Lord on the Holy Spirit about what to do and direction. So how now do you combat that negative energy with something positive and say, look, we can survive with it now, Do we stack it in gold? Do we go back to God's natural, original finance of gold and silver? What do you say to the world who know that we're going into an era of this cryptocurrency about to go into your hand and your forehead? What do you say to them so they'll stop panicking, being afraid because they realize that we're going to be out of food and we're going to, it's going to get darker and darker. So you, a man of God, of becoming lighter and lighter financially, being independent of the system. What do you say to them? Give them some wisdom on how to stay financially independent and not panic.
Yes, what I say on that, Doc, is times is changing, okay? And we're going in a different direction, especially now with the pandemic here. We're gonna have to change the way we live. We're gonna have to change the way we live. And I could tell you right now, on the planet Earth, billionaires, multi-billionaires, and millionaires, they run the planet, and that's true facts.
Mhm.
And it's because they have the information, right? They have the information. Out of 100%, I'm talking just in the US alone, you have the 1% wealthy. 1% is wealthy, and it's true facts, right? So what we have to do is educate ourselves. Educate ourselves. And like I say again, don't get panicked, because remember, especially when you're the man of the home, you have to have a solid foundation. You have to be strong. You can't get weak in front of your family. You got to take care of your wife. You got to take care of your kids. So we have to go with the time. Because there comes a time, there's nothing you can do. But I'm just keeping it real. Nobody can take away your rights. Another thing, what I want to talk about, you have to take care of your health situation. You have to cleanse your body, okay? Your spirit, spiritual, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have to take care of those 4 things right there. You have to do it because, again, right now, anybody could be an entrepreneur. You don't need no money to start, a business right now. You don't need, anybody could be rich and wealthy in no time. All you need is just a product, and you put your service behind it, your honest service behind it. And you socialize, with different people. So what I'm saying is, what's going on here, the multi-billionaires and the multi-trillionaires, they're running the planet right now. You have the Bill Gates, you have the guy from Amazon, the one from Tesla, all those guys, they run the planet right now. So we have to stick with our God, and we can't have no fear. Now is the time for us to get tough, okay? Because if we have fear right now, what are we teaching our kids? What are we teaching? Soft. So let's just stay focused, and like I say, take a chill pill, and we're going to be okay. It doesn't matter what they want to come with, chip, whatever they want to come with, it doesn't matter. Nobody can force you to take nothing. Just watch what you eat. Watch the food that you eat, because I could tell you, the reason why a lot of people are getting cancer these days, cancer is because of the food you're eating. You got to take care of your body. You got to cleanse your body. At least three times for the year, you got to cleanse your body. Stop eating all those fast food. Prepare your own food. Read the ingredients on the can when you go in the stores to buy this stuff. Look at the content of the ingredients, the sugar, the sodium that they have in the food. Watch what you're giving to your kids. And that's all we got to do. But stay with your God 7 days a week, and we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay.
Yes. So let me, how do I remember you and I, maybe about a year ago, we were actually trying to place what you're doing in the midst of a lot of apostles, fivefold ministers. And I like to thank you for sowing money into their lives, because you were believing in the IK Connection system and the vision, and you were literally planting hundreds of dollars in their pocket, and they missed it because they took the $100 and ran off with it. And you would say, hey, put it in the trading system, right? Let me build the trading system in the midst of your church, your community, your school. And what we'll do is you'll help them trade on it and take that $100 and make it into $1,000,000. And, I really believe they missed that era and that time. And forgive them for doing that, because I think you were on point where the church, the body of Christ, would have been self-sufficient of the system if they would have came in with you properly. So, words of wisdom again, I think what you're doing is timely. I believe that it's the Lord for us to be entrepreneurs and financially independent. Even Donald Trump is, and the United States senators, they're giving money now to us to be the small business. You don't literally hear that a lot, giving the money to the small businesses. You always see the big, guys get all the money, but he's giving it to just, businesses who are young and growing. And this is a great time to even start a business, because you can be financially independent and even come into what you're doing and telling them even more, because it's the whole package. It's a benefit package. It's the financial package to be financially independent of the system. So I'm just wanting to apologize to you personally that they didn't go with you then. So what do you have to say to them right now? How do they find you? How do they get into what you're doing now and capitalize on what they missed maybe about, I think it's 2 years ago, that we, in 2018, because I literally was delivering $100 that you gave me, because I wanted to be a woman of integrity, and I was tired that night. I had worked all day teaching, then I had a game at night coaching, and it was about 9 o'clock and it was late. And to be a woman of God and a woman of my word, I took that $100 you gave me and I sent it to a bishop in Pakistan, exactly where you wanted me to. And again, they took that money and ran off like it was nothing, instead of investing it in this trading system that you wanted them to, so you can help train them to trade. So I thank you. We forgive them and we go on. But what do you say to them now to set this system? Because they're panicking and saying, what do we do? Our children are hungry. Everybody's panicking. And I'm like, okay, let's get Dr. Elvis back here and let's redo what we were trying to do 2 years ago. And I got smashed in a car. Almost died trying to delivering that $100. So what do you say to them now, that the era is here and they need you? They really do. They really need this system into the families, the churches, their schools, so that they won't have to depend on the system. They will be independent of it and be able to work from home like you're doing, and capitalize on income.
Yes. So it's pretty simple. First of all, you got to have a game plan, and you have to have a why, of what you want to do, because nobody don't want to struggle. But there's ways to make money, especially now. It's very easy to make money now. So you could find my information, forexcreditmusicking.com. I'm all over social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm all over the place. You can find my information there. forexcreditmusicking.com. Dr. Bentley, I send the information. And my email, you could have my personal email, elvispaysthewealth@gmail.com. You could have my personal number as well. So I have a system here. And the first system that I have is the Forex system, the foreign currency exchange system, which I'm a professional trader, got my own company in, and it's an awesome system where we meet on Telegram. That's where we meet. All right. And I could have you make $50 a day times 5 days a week. That's going to be $250. So 4 times for the month, $1,000. It could be more, but I like to under promise and over deliver. Okay. Again, I could show you how to build a stock portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not one. Okay. So I'm just giving you information. A stock portfolio, easy. You could make a lot of money from stocks. Third is the cryptocurrency market. I can show you how to build a cryptocurrency portfolio as well. Okay, you have Bitcoin right now, which is a leader of the cryptocurrency. And the cryptocurrency market is not going anywhere. It's going to be here forever. It's called digital money. Digital money. Now, in the United States, you could purchase a home with Bitcoin. A lot of people don't know that. All right, so You have other stuff coming, other technology coming, another big currency coming up in another couple of years. It's going to be between US and China coming up in another couple of years. So again, like Dr. Bentley mentioned, the government are giving away a lot of grants and stuff where you could open up your own business, but you have to have the information. So right now, I don't want to go into too much details, but I could show you how to find the information. I could give you the information, and it's up to you to make your choice to say, okay, without fear, definitely. And remember, if you want to have great success in life, you start a business, you have to have patience with the business, right? Because success doesn't come in one night. Success comes over nights. You have to put that time in. You have to work, and you have to have people that's around you that's willing to support you. You have to learn how to socialize with people and give it time, and it will grow. All right. Again, if you're on a job working for somebody in these times, nothing wrong with that. It's good. But remember, the job got to be essential. Unlike the retail business, you don't want to be working for a company where you're wearing a tie all day. And now, majority of those jobs are out of business right now. Companies are closing down. So like I say, don't panic. There's multiple different ways how to make money. Multiple different ways how to make money. It's very easy. All right. So product and a service. That's what we need here. So I could show you how to find a product. There's a lot of products out there, and put your service behind it, and take care of your clients, and you're going to grow.
Yeah. Well, we're running out of town, so I just wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to come to my school and educate the people about what you're doing now in this time. And I know you have a whole university yourself where you're educating others. I'm going to use this video to invite those same men and women of God who had the amazing opportunity 2 years ago to have you as their coach and mentor when it came to finance, and you were putting your money where your mouth was. You wasn't a scammer and all this other stuff and trying to keep it rich yourself. You're well branded, or you're sitting successfully on a platform, and you trained your own son and your own family, and we do honor and appreciate you for doing that. So I wanted to I'm going to take this video, and we're going to give them another opportunity. You may not show that $100 again, but at least they have the opportunity to find $100, sow it into the Forex, and help let you train them and tutor them on how to actually make that grow into $1 million or even more. So again, I'd like to thank you for coming here and interviewing with me. If you have some last final remarks, you have about 7 minutes.
Yes, Doc. And again, whenever time, before you actually join what I'm doing, I will definitely give you the proper information first. I'll take my time with you and make sure you understand what you're getting into, okay? Again, my last words is, remember, God first, 7 days a week, all right? Be humble, be grateful, stay focused, because we're going to be good. We're going to come out of this. We're going to rise again out of this, and it's going to be a strong economy when we rise from this, okay? So be safe, take care of your health, take care of your family, live good with your neighbors and your friends, all right? So I want everyone to have a God-blessed day. Dr. Bentley, thank you for inviting me here. I'm gonna sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the day with my family. So I'll see you guys again. Love you all. Take care now.
Again, thank you for tuning in with us with Dr. Elvis Paisley at Forex Kings. And you can also reach him even if you contact me at my school, IKUniversity.Info. Also 1-800-471-9708. That number goes to a email, and I can slide that if you're wanting his information over to him as well. Again, we're tuning off with Dr. Elvis Paisley, an amazing, wealthy young man who's helping families build wealth in the midst of this corona-19 pandemic. God bless you.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.